we're going to solve this system algebraically, and we're going to do so using substitution. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this thing right here, which I know is equal to y, and I'm going to replace the y in the top equation with it. So it's going to look like this. X squared minus 8x plus 13 equals x minus 7. Now I have something quadratic, so I want to get everything over to one side so that I have equals 0 on the right side. So the first thing I'm going to do is subtract x, and I'm also going to add 7 at the same time. So you just have to be really careful that you line up all your like terms. So I would be left with x squared minus 9x plus 20 equals 0, because these are both going to cancel each other out. Now at this point you have two options. You can do quadratic formula, or you can factor, which in my opinion is the better way to do this, but it's always your choice to do quadratic formula if you want. So I need two numbers that multiply to 20 and add to negative 9. And those two numbers are negative 4 and negative 5. So this thing here factors into x minus 4, x minus 5 equals 0. And from here, I can solve each one of these. So I can say x minus 4 equals 0, x minus 5 equals 0. And then when I solve this, I would get my two answers, which is x equals 4. And then here I would add 5 and get my other answer, which is x equals 5. So these are the x values of my answers. So when I get to my final answer, it's going to be two ordered pairs. And I know that one x value is going to be 4 and the other x value is going to be 5. But now I have to take those two x values and find their corresponding y values. So I have to do two problems here. One's for x equals 4 and one's for x equals 5. So let's do x equals 4 first. The easiest way to do this, I can plug it into either of my two equations, but the easiest one is the top one. So I'm going to do y equals, and instead of x minus 7, I'm doing 4 minus 7, which is negative 3. So I know that negative 3 is the y value that goes with 4. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the 5. So instead of x minus 7, I'm doing 5 minus 7, which is negative 2. So then my other ordered pair is 5, negative 2. All right, so those are my two solutions. That was the first part of the question, and then it said how many solutions does it have? So the answer there is 2, because since I came out with two ordered pairs, I have two solutions.